it's not really. It's bigger than the basketball part. I'm the type of person that I'm built from like a struggle background and like going through the hard times and the adversities and stuff like that. And like me seeing myself like transfer, it wasn't really an option. It was like I'm taking the easy way out instead of grinding it out. Like making this program become something that nobody will ever see.
All right. Season 7, episode 9. Y'all see what we got today. Sam Rolle, my dog. This is the part 2. Like we had JT interview a couple weeks ago, last week. If you didn't watch the first episode, go watch the first episode. We're not doing the whole background, all the background info. Y'all got to go tap into that. Go see the original Sam Rolle interview last year, about a year ago. Sam, talk to me. Back at school, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. Just preparing for the season, doing the little things, becoming a better team, becoming a better leader myself, and trying to get ready.
Most definitely, for sure. We're going to talk about basketball a little bit later. First thing, since it's fresh, Cambosis Devin Haney. Talk to me what you thought about the fight last night.
I just became a Devin Haney fan, man. I've been doing a lot of research on him because I'm a big boxer fan, and he's probably the best. He's probably pound for pound best at 135 for sure. Like skill level, power, speed, defense, the whole arsenal. He's just crazy.
Yeah, I like to hear that. I've been telling people Devin Haney been the truth since. But I've been on Devin Haney about 3 years, probably 2 years, 3 years. But I think he's the most complete boxer at 135. I don't think he just will wash Tank or just. I think probably everybody. He probably will wash everybody else at 135 except for Tank. But I think that'll be a good fight whenever that happens, if that happens. Hopefully that happens. But yeah, I think 135, that's where all the action at. Shakur Stevenson about to move up for good to 135. And Devin Haney got all the belts, so I think it's a good future for boxing at 135. I'm ready for that for sure. Also, I'm ready for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. They need to get that.
They need to get that cracking.
They need to get that going for sure. That's gonna be one of the ones.
I heard Haney's supposed to fight Lomachenko. Well, that was a talk, but he gonna watch him too. Yeah, to be honest, nobody can really like bang with Haney for real.
I feel like only Tank could beat him possibly just on some knockout, on a knockout. But if it go 12 rounds, I'm betting on Devin Haney every time.
Every single time.
Pretty much every fighter at 135. It's gonna be cool to see though, cause he not small though, so he might want to move up to 140 if he just keep winning at 135. He beat everybody at 135. It's gonna be interesting to see where his career kind of goes.
We gotta watch that health stuff because that's what the case was with Shakur Stevenson. It's because his body couldn't take 130 no more.
Yeah.
And maybe Devin Haney can't take 130, 35 no more because if you see the pictures and the post, he looked
kind of sick.
Yeah,
bro.
he looked sick. Like he lost a lot of weight. That weight cut, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's a tough sport, wrestling and boxing, any sport that's like that where you gotta
weight cut.
Yeah, that would be tough. I don't know. If I was a boxer, I'd be like a super heavyweight, but I'd be getting whacked. So I ain't even trying to. I have to lose dummy weight to try to fade, but nah, I ain't. Yeah, boxing, I respect all that. You really just getting there, just fade somebody fighting for your life for real. So, like I said, we back at school. It's been about a month and a half, 2 months since we've been back. But talk to me about this summer back home at the crib. How did it feel to be back home, and what was your summer like?
Back home is back home in Florida. Best weather, around the family, around friends. It was real cool, man, but I stayed grounded. I had to be in the gym every single day working on my game. And then even though I was real serious about working on my game, I had to still have fun while I was home. So I was going on trips with friends and family and, just enjoying home.
Definitely. This is home for now while we up here at school most of the year. Been here. This is my second year. Sam been here. This is third year here. But this home away from home, but ain't nothing like home. I'll be ready to go home as soon as I get back to school. But this summer I definitely was ready to come back to school. Like it's just a weird vibe. I was excited to come back. I was like, damn, I can't wait to go back to school. I think it's like, I don't know, it's just everything. It'd be so much to do, but it's like you can't do everything because it's like it's only 2 months. It's a lot. I don't know. It's weird.
I was ready to come back too, man. Like after I took my little friend and family trip, you know what I'm saying, and then after that it was just basketball. And really, this is why I'm here. So like doing basketball at home and here is kind of different. I kind of enjoy it here because you got your teammates, you got free gym, things like that. So it's pretty cool to be back.
What was some of the main things you wanted to implement? What you wanted to work on your game this summer?
I wanted to simplify the game more. Pretty much scoring and less dribbles, scoring without dribbles maybe, things like that. and I really wanted to emphasize getting to my spots, even if it's great defense or not. If I get to that spot, it's a bucket. That's what I really emphasized this summer, and then of course getting stronger, staying in the weight room, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Definitely playing pickup. Definitely been getting to your spots. Pull up. Pull up is crazy. I know, like, as soon as we got back to school, I could tell you've been in the gym for sure. Cause not that you didn't have a mid-range game or a pull-up game, but like now, like yeah, I can really see it. Like it's starting to separate from just like a good to like great for sure. Also, something you be pulling out the spin step back like it's casual. I was like, oh yeah, this man been in the gym.
Been watching that Isaiah Briscoe, man.
Yeah.
I really studied a lot of Isaiah Briscoe because he's a big physical guard. And like I expect to be played very physical this season in terms of on the ball and off the ball. So like getting those bumps with the moves, I was really studying that from Isaiah Briscoe, and then that spin step back, as you see, like he's on my body, I spin, just go back, things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like even just seeing it, even if you don't shoot it, even if you miss it, just seeing that coming more and more. I like that's some elite stuff right there. Talk to me about the mental part of the game for you, like what you like to study, how you like to study, how you approach that. Because a lot of people, they'll just see you play, they'll see 20 points, 10 assists, nice shots, nice moves, just making plays. But talk to me about the pre-process and like how you study.
It's really comparing to other players a lot. It's like people don't like comparing themselves to other people, but I often do it. Like I watch myself on Synergy and things like that, watch all missed buckets, or in terms of different aspects of the game, and then I watch somebody that's good at that aspect. So like say with the physical thing, I'm not a big physical guard, but there are moves when people are playing physical with you that you can implement. Mm-hmm. So I watch a big physical guard, like of course Isaiah Briscoe. I watch Luka. He's a big physical guard, so I'm watching things like that and breaking it down, and then going in the gym and working on it.
For sure. Tomorrow, our first official practices. We've been working out obviously all through this time, but tomorrow is really the start of the real journey. We start in practices. Talk to me about this year, what you like, what you've seen so far, and what you expect this year.
I like the change in our competitive spirit. It's like last year we were competitive, but it was like in practice people were okay with losing in terms of just being in practice. But this year in practice nobody wants to lose, and when we lose, the losing team has attitude, and that's a big part of why we're going to be so good is our competitive spirit and not like losing.
Definitely. I think that's definitely drastically different. I'd be hot losing shooting drills, any drills. I'd be like, bro, I'm not trying to just have a losing day. Like, I mean, losing day on the court, off the court. I don't be liking losing too much really ever. I be trying to maximize and win as much as I can as you should. So definitely, I feel that. I be liking the competitiveness too, especially like when we playing pickup and like getting after in practice when we get out of like shell drills, stuff like that, when you could really just play and compete. That's what I like a lot. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for the season. What do you see for yourself personally? What are some personal goals? I'm sure they pretty similarly aligned with the team, but what's some of your goals?
It's just a lot. It's a lot of winning, of course. Like, we want to turn. I want to turn this program around. I want to be a big part of the story of D&D. Went from losing to winning. I just want to be a part of that. And maybe some personal things I talk about with, some people, like my mom is like getting 1,000 points. She really I didn't get to do that in high school, and I'm very close, and my mom really wanted me to do that. So that's a goal this season. And maybe first team player of the year, if it comes, it comes.
For sure.
So yeah.
Definitely. Show me your screensaver, bro. Show them.
I'll photo over there. But my screensaver is a screenshot of the rankings, and like a small part of the article, it says West Liberty is top to win our conference again. Put that as my screensaver, so every day I look at it, it'll make me mad, but it fuels me to just prove that wrong. So
yeah, definitely. They got us ranked number 9 preseason. I mean, I think everybody entitled to their opinion, and if that's whoever's job it is to do that, so that's what they had to do. But I feel like it's all going to be settled once we start playing. Of course, everybody going to be in the heat of the season, competing, trying to do what they can to have the best season they can. So I'm excited to see how things turn out for us. I definitely miss everybody we had last year.
Sure.
I definitely love all our freshmen that we got that came in, all our new guys that came in, transfers. I think we done gelled pretty well. Now it's just about getting to the nitty gritty, real practice, and just putting everything together how we need to be ready to play in a couple weeks. We do got the red and white game coming up. We got that. We got scrimmage against Potomac. We got preseason game against Salem. Talk to me about how excited you are for that. First, that red and white game, and then also just being able to compete against other people also.
The red and white game is gonna be exciting. I mean, just to get out in front of our fans. You know what I'm saying? Get back in front of, on the home court in front of some fans, the people that, there's people that love to see me play, and they're excited to see the new people that came in to see them play. So that's going to be real exciting, real competitive, of course, us. And then these next couple scrimmages is going to really prepare us for our first official game. Potomac State, I heard they refired, so they're going to give us a challenge. And then Salem, they whooped on us last year, so that's kind of even though it's a scrimmage, it's real personal with Salem, and that's gonna prepare us good for the season.
Definitely, I'm definitely excited for that Salem game. I know they're gonna have a solid team. It's gonna be definitely a good test early in the season. Every game we play in our conference, I feel like it's a test. Even people think certain teams are better than others. Obviously, there's the higher levels of our conference, but then just all the way top to bottom, there's good teams everywhere. So I think just being tested early in the season, I think that'll help us in the long run for sure. I'm excited to see how all this go. I'm just happy to be back on the court again, trying to enjoy it. So I'll be taking every day, a day at a time, just trying to have fun really with it, for real. The NBA season is slowly approaching too. College basketball, obviously we're in college, but we love college basketball too. Talk to me about the NBA, college basketball. What you looking for? It's almost basketball season for real.
It's a lot. It's a lot that I've been seeing. A lot of transfers, a lot of commits, a lot of new coaching, whatever, trades, all that. It's just I just want to see it all play out. See how people gel with each other. See how people say they waking people up. I just want to see all that.
Yeah. Everybody talk about waking people up, doing this, doing that, but it's not it, bro. People don't understand. It's not that easy to just. It's
not that easy just to come and wake somebody up.
You gotta
it's a process.
Definitely. I gotta lock in for real on college basketball this year because I'm not as locked in as I usually am on college football. I'm looking at games, seeing scores and stuff, seeing players. There's so many quarterbacks and different people that transfer to different places. I think there's gonna be history. I don't know where the NCAA gonna go from now into say 20 years. It might not be NCAA based on overtime elite and all the other options and alternatives that's coming out, but I think this is gonna be a time that people are gonna talk about, especially us being in it, the transfer portal time, people going to schools. I know you got friends. I got friends that tried to hit the portal, didn't end up where they need to be, or didn't end up anywhere at all. But I think this is just crazy times. I gotta lock in, make sure I know who playing for who, so I know who to be tapping into for real, other than us and our conference and stuff too. So definitely that. Last year, our season, it didn't go as planned. We had a lot of unfortunate things, ups and downs, a lot of downs. We ended up winning 8 games last year. We didn't have anybody transfer last year at all. This year, 3rd year here. You haven't had the success that you personally wanted, that the program has wanted, that coaches wanted, everybody has wanted. But talk to me about why you decided to stay here, having the years on top of another year that you had, and just what was in your mind about staying here, even though it wasn't the best situation last year or the year before?
It's not really. It's bigger than the basketball part. It's knowing that I'm the type of person that I built from a struggle background, and going through the hard times and the adversities and stuff like that, and me seeing myself transfer, it wasn't really an option. It was I'm taking the easy way out. I'm going to another program that might be top of the top already at their best, instead of grinding it out, making this program become something that nobody will ever see.
Right.
So it's been 41 years since we had to win the season, and just to end this 41-year in streak and say Sam and DJ were a big part of D&E success.
Right.
Started D&E success. Is that's different than going to a winning program. Oh, they won again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different. And then the loyalty of everybody that came back, and then the coaches. They believe in me since freshman year, since day one. So that's a big part of me and being loyal here.
Definitely. I think just even if any time in history, whenever a program turns a corner and becomes something that they wasn't before, I feel like obviously the people that are there, when that change happens visibly, they get celebrated the most. But I think even the people before that are a part of it. Also, like even the people from last year and the people that were here before I got here, I think all of that, coach, all the new coaching staff, everybody will be a part of the success that we have this year and in the future years. Something I know you're into, something that we all into around here, music. A lot of music that came out since last month, last week, last time we did an interview. Talk to me about music, what you liking right now, what you vibing with, what you listening to right now.
Everybody know I'm an old school type of person, but that's really my sole base of what I listen to, a lot of old school rap, R&B, but I've been listening to the new Rod Wave. That's my favorite rapper right now. Baby just came out with something. I listened to probably half of it. What else came out?
G Herbo.
You know, I'm not really into it like that.
That's really all that matters for real. I mean, you just talked about, I think, Lil Baby and Rod, Youngboy obviously, but that's really all that it is talking about right now. G Herbo album hot right now too, but Lil Baby album serious. If y'all not tapped into that, go tap in. Lil Baby serious. Rod about it. You going to the Rod concert?
We got practice, bro. We got practice, so.
We're gonna miss the Rod concert, but that definitely would have been great vibes. I'd love to go to a big Rod concert, especially now. Seeing his growth from 2017, 18 to now, just being one of the biggest artists in the world for real, it's crazy for sure. That's about it for this episode, season 7, episode 9, Sam Rowe, part 2. I really appreciate you coming on here, especially short notice. We doing this day of, hours before, honestly. So I really appreciate you coming through for me, letting me interview you again. I appreciate it for sure. Everybody, make sure you tap in. I'm gonna have Sam, everything in the description below. I'm gonna have the Twitter, Instagram, all that. Make sure y'all stay posted with our season this year. You know, Sam gonna get to it. We've been working hard trying to get to where we need to be at for this season. But the season's upcoming, so y'all stay locked in. Senator Nation, Senator Men's Basketball, y'all tap in. Like I said, everything will be down below to keep up with Sam. And thank you for tuning in. If you're still watching at this point, I appreciate you. Make sure you send this to somebody, share it with somebody, subscribe, drop a like, comment, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Season 7, episode 10 next week. Final episode of season 7 on the season 8, 9, 10,000 for sure. But thank you for tuning in and see you on the next episode.
Yes, sir.